Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. I know that the official top 5 Wednesday is on hiatus until September, but I am just inspired to do it, so I'm gonna make some of my own topics whenever I feel like I have a topic. And that's just what I'm going to do. So, the first two books that I'm going to tackle, I actually got this book at BEA, The Map from Here to There by Emery Lord, but I actually have never read the first book. So, I'm going to read The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord, and then I'm going to read The Map from Here to There. And I know that the first book follows this girl named Paige. She's been kind of in like a holding pattern because her boyfriend passed away a couple of years ago, and she's kind of wants to now restart her life. And that's legit all I know. I know that this is like after Happily Ever After what happens. And that is like so intriguing to me because I normally struggle with books like contemporary sometimes because they end and you're like, well, what happens after Happily Ever After? So this book might be just what I'm looking for, but I definitely need to read The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord, which I hopefully will be getting from my library this week. Another book that I wound up picking up from BEA was 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This book comes out in October, but it is a Christmas-themed read, and I love to read holiday-themed books in the summer because it just, I don't know, I like to do it. But this follows Sophia. The one thing she wants for Christmas is a little freedom from her parents. So she winds up going to spend the holidays with her sister in Louisiana. Sophie is very looking forward to much she could make out time with her long-term boyfriend Griffin, except it turns out that Griffin wants a little freedom from their relationship. So she goes to her grandparents' house, where the rest of the boisterous family is gathered for the holidays. When her nana designs a not-so-brilliant plan over the next 10 days, Sophie will be set up on 10 different blind dates by 10 different family members, like her sweet cousin Sarah, her crazy aunt. When Griffin turns up unexpectedly and begs for a second chance, Sophia feels more confused than ever because maybe, just maybe, she started to have feelings for someone else, someone who is definitely not available. This is going to be the worst Christmas break ever, or is it? That sounds adorable, so I really hope that I get around to reading this, hopefully this summer. If you've watched my other reading vlogs and stuff like that, this is the book that I almost got trampled for at BEA, but it's American Royals by Catherine McGee. This book comes out in September, and it is What If the America Had a Royal Family? And that just sounds so interesting and so fascinating, and I really hope that I love it. And then the next book on this pile is Love a la Mode by Stephanie Kate Strome. And this is a YA contemporary based around like a cooking competition like Top Chef. And I've heard really good things about her writing, and it just sounds really, really fun. I like watching cooking shows, but I have no cooking talent whatsoever. So hopefully this will be nice and it might make me hungry. So hopefully I will have some snacks on hand. And the last book in this video is, I always try to read a Casey West book over the summer because she's one of my favorite contemporary authors. So Maybe This Time by Casey West is a book that takes place over a whole year. And it follows a girl named Sophie. God, so many Sophies. I just read a book with a Sophie. There's 2 Sophies in this pile. So many Sophies. And she's in it like a flower. I think she's like an event planner. Oh, she works at the local florist. She goes to all the events in her town. And it kind of follows her over the course. But Andrew Hart, he comes to town and he's the son of the new chef in town. And their paths wind up crossing a lot. So these are all the summer contemporary books that I hope to tackle this summer. For those that don't know, I'm just about to finish my first year of teaching, and my reading fell a little bit by the wayside this summer, so hopefully these quicker reads will get me back to where I belong on my TBR challenge, which would be lovely. But yeah, let me know in the comments what are some summer reads that you're excited to tackle this summer, and I'll talk to you next week for another video. Bye.